Look, look, look! I got my shirt! Thank you so much, Jesse Milestone from Milestone Entertainment. Awesome shirt. And I love the smell of freshly silk screened t-shirt ink. I love it. I did that for a long time during my apprenticeship as a graphic artist. And I know that this shirt is probably going to be offensive to some. However, according to Kathleen Kennedy and Jesse's good friend Steele Saunders, it doesn't, no matter what the t-shirt says on it, no matter what it has, anything it says, it is not my responsibility. I am not responsible for anything the t-shirt says on it. The person that created the t-shirt is responsible for it, according to Kathleen Kennedy. The person that created it is responsible. Jesse Milestone. Just kidding. I'm a really stand-up guy, actually. So I'll be more than happy to take any flack anyone wants to give me for wearing this. I'm going to wear it proud. No matter what I have on my chest, which appears to be force jizz right now. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Legend, the epic saga, The Madness. I'm Mad Chad, and this is Madness Productions. And today, I really want to give a proper salute to Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers for his excellent coverage of Star Wars Celebration 2019 in Chicago. Now, I understand, Jeremy, I completely understand how you feel. I have been to many Comic-Cons. I'm a comic book artist. To me, it's more like a job, but I appreciate what you did for us. And as a matter of fact, let me stop for a minute. As a matter of fact, everyone from the Phantom Menace did such a great job in their coverage, in the way they handled many things. It was great. I felt like I was right there with you guys. I felt like I was a part of the family. I really did. So shout out to all you guys. Shout out to, go check out all these people's channels. Jeremy Geeks and Gamers, especially. I'm going to be covering his coverage, today on one particular panel, which we'll get into in a minute. Anna, that Star Wars girl, awesome creative person. World-class bullshitters, the entire crew from them. Of course, I already mentioned Jesse Milestone, Ethan Van Sciver, world-class bullshitters. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, good job, EVS. Even Odin appeared for a little while, Odin's movie blog. And, of course, I feel like I'm forgetting some people. Anywho, everyone there, if I'm forgetting your name, I'm sorry. Go check those people's channels out. Josiah Rises. Yes, he made an appearance as well. Check those guys' channels out. They're way better than I could possibly be. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that. Now, I did not really, I've been to a lot of comic conventions over the years, many different types of conventions. Never been to Star Wars Celebration. Had an opportunity to a couple of times and didn't, because of the state of Star Wars has been since Disney bought it, to be honest with you. And so there's that. And I was really appreciative because Jeremy is like that too. But he did it. He went and he did it, and he had a great time, but his main focus was for the fans, to get the truth out there, to show firsthand what's going on what's going on in our culture today, especially Star Wars, since it's such a big thing now. So I really appreciate you, Jeremy, for putting your neck out there for us and for everyone and for all the fans, and we really do appreciate you. And you had amazing coverage. What I want to talk about today is the episode 9 panel. Now, there were some amazing panels. There were some amazing things that happened that the crew did and covered, and I loved all of it. But I really want to focus today on episode 9, the panel and the trailer. A lot of people have covered the trailer, so I might get into that a little bit. But I want to talk about the panel. Now, when it went, Warwick Davis, he did a really great job. He did the predecessing part to it before the panel actually started, but he covered a lot of different panels, and he did a really great job. He did a really professional, great job. I've always liked Warwick Davis. I always have. From Wicket to everything he's really done, he's just a really upstanding guy, professional dude. Really like him. I really like him. He has a really good presence. He has a really good presence about him. So let's get started. Of course, Stephen Colbert comes out, and I'm just gonna get to it, man. The panel was shit. The panel was dog shit. It really was. And who do they have to do all the formalities and to host the little panel show? None other than Stephen Colbert. Yes, the guy who shits all over the fans. Months ago, when The Last Jedi came out, continuously shit all over the fans. When he did before he got the job, when David Letterman was still doing it, I loved David Letterman. When he got the job, I liked him. I liked him in his stand-up stuff. I saw some of his stand-up things, and I even saw the pistachio commercials. I loved his pistachio commercials. I thought it was pretty funny. And then he got into this role, and it was just he just constantly. Now, I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Make me laugh. He was just bash. That's all he does. He bashes. He's a Trump basher. He's a Star Wars fan basher. And then he talks about how he's the greatest fan. Well, if you're the greatest fan, then why the fuck are you bashing all over Star Wars? Are you bashing all over Star Wars fans? And I might add, why in the hell, if you're such a big Star Wars fan, you don't know what a Nogri is? Now, I understand that's expanded universe, but if you are as big as a Star Wars fan as you say you are, then you would have read all of the books, and you would have understand our disgust for the abomination known as The Last Jedi, not to mention Solo, a Soy Wars story, and on and on and on. Really, Disney Star Wars sucks. It does. It sucks. I'm probably not going to go see episode 9. Not after how I saw the panel behave. Now I'll give credit where credit's due. I think Anthony Daniels did a really good job. I think the people from the original trilogy that were there, they did somewhat of a really good job. I know that they were kind of a little silenced, and Anthony Daniels, he did a pretty good, outstanding job. I was interested in what he had to say. People laughed. When they did the stand-up, well, I'll get to that. Billy D. Williams, man, he's, he did a great job, but wearing the same clothes that the guy that played him from the Han Solo movie, that wearing that same yellow shirt, that speaks volumes. So I guess we're supposed to remember the Pando version, right? Can't get that out of my head now. Yeah, thanks a lot, John Kasdan. Appreciate that. Yeah. So I guess he was really thrilled to be inside the Millennium Falcon since we know what's in there now, right? Something for him to have his exert his sexual fantasies on. So yeah, thanks for sticking that in my head, John Kasdan. I really appreciate that. So anyway, so they bring out, of course, the wonderful, the lovely Kathleen Kennedy, and why did they why did they do such a standing ovation? I saw so many people cheer and stand for Kathleen Kennedy. I don't get it. What is this? I mean, am I wrong here? I mean, I understand, like, for example, the guy that loved The Last Jedi and cried and was really excited about it, and I stand by him for that, even though I don't like it. That's something he's passionate about, so I take that passion away from him. But it just seemed to be, I don't know, it seemed to be kind of fake. It seemed to be, what's the word? I'm trying to. It seemed to be manufactured. It seemed to be really manufactured, and I really didn't get that. It just seemed so fake and manufactured. And I mean, what is this? What is this? Nazi Germany, World War II, everybody's burning the books, and a couple of people cheer, so everybody wants to cheer. I don't get it, because, I mean, she's the one that's destroying Star Wars. She's the one that lied to us, the fans. We should not be happy about it, in my opinion. Now, I know people are going to have other opinions, and that's fine. You are entitled to your opinion, but so am I. So, I'm not going to shut you up, so don't shut me up. Anyway, so she gets out there, and she doesn't even know, because in the beginning, before Stephen Colbert even got out there, they did a little run of, the original trilogy and behind-the-scenes cuts, and they had George Lucas talking about it, and they had some cuts of the cast having lots of fun. It was really great to see that. It really put a warm feeling in my heart for seeing that, but I realized it was going to set me up for something else, and I didn't realize how much, but we'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, so they get, they're talking, and George Lucas explains how each movie that he did was a 3-act play. So when Kathleen Kennedy got out, she said that it was like, this is the 3rd act. No, it's a 3-act play. It's the 3rd installment of the sequel trilogy, but it is a 3-act play in and of itself, too. The lady that obviously has no idea what she's talking about. She's not really a fan of Star Wars. She doesn't really. I mean, she doesn't. She obviously doesn't know. She has no leadership skills. I mean, she keeps sticking her foot in her mouth. She keeps lying. She keeps saying what she wants to say to people to get us to try to buy into this crap, to this garbage. And there's a lot of us who's fed up with it. So we're pretty much done. And so, she said what she had to say, and of course she brought her lapdog out there with her, J.J. Abrams, and I know some of you out there are going to defend J.J., but, when I found out about it in 2012, 2013, I was just as frustrated. I was like, well, I knew this was going to happen after I found out that Disney was going to buy Star Wars. So the state that Star Wars is in right now, I'm not surprised. I'm sad, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, so yes, I'm sad, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, especially the way it's been going. And once it got sold to Disney, I knew what was on its way. And I tried to give it the benefit of the doubt in Episode 7. But obviously, JJ, he was on a TED Talk not too long ago, talking about something about like the surprise box with a question mark on it. Oh, he's really good. He's really good at trying to sell it and go, oh yeah, I tried to honor George Lucas and do this and that, but He didn't. Luke Skywalker didn't have a word in Episode 7. Didn't have a word. But yet he wants to present himself as if he's doing fan service. I mean, buddy, actions speak louder than words. And with your actions and all the other movies you've done, you've disappointed me. I was never a big fan of yours, J.J. Abrams. Sorry, dude. I know that you had a lot of people duped, but even in the beginning, even with Lost, I was like, garbage. Even with Star Trek, I was like, I kind of liked it with Spock. It was meh. The first Star Trek was meh. The other Star Trek revamps were crap. The first one was meh. But how he went off into this other parallel reality or whatever, and I understand that if you want to go into parallel realities, which I do in my own comic books sometimes, I do that in the stories. So just kind of a spoiler alert, everybody. My comic book kind of has that in it, but it gets back to the regular premise. It has some kind of continuity. You're not going to get lost in it, and the original characters are always going to stand out in my story. What JJ did is he just turned them into garbage. I guess Kathleen was right. Let the past die. And so now it's gotten to the point where it's just a retcon of a retcon of a retcon. That's all it is. That's it. It's a retcon of a retcon of a retcon. And I know this video is probably going to go really long, but I got a lot to say about this. That's why I'm just covering this one particular panel, because it was just an abomination. It was an embarrassment to see those people up there act like that. And J.J. Abrams was, I know I say a lot in my videos, but that's because I'm overcoming a bit of stage fright. So forgive me, but I'm only going to get better, guys. The more I do this, the more I'm going to get better. So anyone who's a subscriber already, I really do appreciate your support, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. So, with that being said, J.J. Abrams was going, and kept looking over at Kathleen Kennedy to make sure that he could answer the questions that Stephen Colbert had for him. Come on, man. Really? God, man. That lady's got him in her pocket. Him and Rian Johnson, and who knows, and probably everybody else up at Lucasfilm, the way they're acting. Jesus Christ. So, Kathleen Kennedy's doing her shenanigans, and J.J. Abrams really didn't say very much. He tried to, but, all the uhs and and looking over at Kathleen Kennedy, he didn't really say a mountain of much. So, and I'm probably not either, but at least I'm not looking over my shoulder to make sure that, this imaginary person over here isn't like, Kathleen Kennedy, Kathleen Kennedy, I just want to make sure, am I doing all right? Am I saying, am I out of line? I don't care. So, he was going off, and, of course, they brought Lando Calrissian out, and that was kind of depressing. It was good to see him again. It was good to see that he was having fun, and he's interacting with the audience, so I'll give him that. And then they brought the rest of the panel out, which are all the new people, and, they just got rid of the old, and they just did such a disservice to all the original cast, I think. It was a great honor to see Anthony Daniels and Billy D. Williams up there again. It really was. But again, they're bought under the corporate carpet. So they got to say what they got to say, and they got to do what they're told to do. So the monkey's in a cage, and I understand that. I've been a monkey in a cage before too, so I completely understand. Trying to break out of that. Oh, I have broken out of that. That's why I'm here right now, and so I can understand that. But just the disservice that they did to the character of Han Solo, to the character of Princess Leia Organa, and the big disservice they did to Luke Skywalker and Mark Hamill. And guys, all three of you, I am so sorry. Many of us fans wanted to see you guys together, and they had one opportunity, and they blew it. So they bring this new cast out who doesn't have any character development whatsoever, and they bring out, of course, Mary Sue herself, and all these others, and it was just so much virtue signaling. It made me sick to my stomach. I was so depressed. I was like, let's just get on with the trailer now. Why don't we? Because it totally depressed me. I didn't know what to think. They were just they weren't talking about Star Wars. They were talking about It was like watching an episode of like the Real World or Big Brother or some other reality TV show that I don't give a fuck about, man. And so I don't get that. I don't get it. I don't understand they obviously don't have love for the craft. They obviously don't have love for Star Wars. Yes, I'm calling each and every one of you new characters out right now. I'm calling each and every one of you new actors out here in Star Wars out right now. Show me your love and appreciation for Star Wars, and you will find at the end of that your dislike for Kathleen Kennedy as much, if not more, as mine and many, many, many other fans amongst myself. So it just keeps going. They get Finn and Poe out there, and I don't know what's going on with them. I guess they got some kind of a romance blossoming up there on stage, and nothing to do with Star Wars, but they sure didn't want to virtue signal each other and make everyone feel like they're included. Which I don't think that the original Star Wars really had a problem with not including people in the beginning in the first place. So I don't know why all of this sudden attention to this virtue signaling stuff and everything. Maybe I'm just getting older. I don't know, but it's silly to me. You know, I try not to label people, but Jesus Christ, guys. I mean, you know, these SJWs, they're, you know, again, I'm sorry to label you guys, but man, you guys are the one attacking us. And, you know, we love our Star Wars, and you want to change it. Why do you expect us to go see your movie if you're going to change something that didn't need to be changed in the first place? Those same people, those same SJWs many, many years ago didn't have a problem with it. So why do they have a problem with it now? Oh, I know, because of politics, which is another thing I'm not into. Get that crap out of my movies, please. Oh, you're not going to do that. Okay, fine. I'm not going to go see your movie. So there's that, and then the guy, look, he did a really great job of reprising and playing Chewbacca, and I can't think of his name right now, but the original actor of Chewbacca, I know he's getting older and stuff, and the replacement, phenomenal job, but I saw him when he got up and he was all and standing up and doing the standing ovation. And, you know, I gotta say, dude, in my mind, in my imagination, what I saw the carcass of Han Solo and the carcass of George Lucas and the carcass of old Star Wars laying there dead before his feet, and he's sitting there cheering triumphantly, and everyone's cheering him on as we see what Star Wars used to be die right in front of my eyes. So Anna, that Star Wars girl, amazing chick. If I didn't say it already, go and check out her channel. She's awesome. Go subscribe to her channel. She's way better than I am. She's a way better artist than I am, I think. Yeah, they couldn't, anyway, it was kind of an abomination to me. I felt that, Anna. I felt that dagger getting twisted in my chest too. It was terrible. And, but I felt this dagger before, and it was after the second time, because, yeah, I had to go see The Last Jedi twice, because I was like, I have to process this. I have to go watch this movie again. I couldn't believe what I just saw. I had to watch it a second time. That's the only reason why I saw it the second time, and that was the last time. I didn't go see Solo after that. I probably won't go see 9 either after what I've heard. Go check out EVS's channel. He's got a good take on it, and so does Doomcock. And, it's looking like this little leak. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to say anything, but I'll just say this. Any of you old school Star Wars fans, don't go see the movie. You don't have to. You know, let's just find something new. I got a new comic book coming out. Come and support my comic book. Go and support at Indiegogo. Go and support Ethan Van Sciver's comic book. It's an amazing comic book. Cyberfrog has been working on this since 1993. I've been following him for a really, really long time. Don't know if he remembers me, but yeah, man, go check that out. There's all kinds of up and coming news stories coming out that you guys can really get into. And we, the creators that made those books, we are not going to shit on our fans. I'll tell you that right now. I appreciate every single fan that I have on this channel. I appreciate every single person that has given me positive and negative feedback on my work, on my comics, on my stories over the years. So Thank you, guys. Matt Chad's going to keep putting that material out. The more y'all get focused on me, and even if you don't, I'll still do it anyway because I love it. So we get to the and you know what? Regarding the trailer, man, this was so horrible. J.J. Abrams started showcasing stuff like, yeah, we got all kinds of new stuff coming out, and he showed this alien, and it looked like mush. It didn't look like anything. It didn't look. The alien that he showed, I don't know, like a photograph he showed of one of the aliens that they designed. It didn't look like anything special. It didn't give me the wow factor. The trailer itself didn't give me very much of a wow factor, except when they were riding on the skiff and there were laser bolts going around and stuff, and that was pretty cool. And they were jumping all over the skiff, and it looked like another chase scene. I mean, Star Wars, you got to have a chase scene in that, right? And so it was, but then he's like, and BB-8, BB-8 was cool. I liked BB-8 a little bit, but not as much as I like R2-D2, because that's who I grew up with, okay? So sue me. But, BB-8 was all right, too. I like R2-D2 and C-3PO, but, BB-8, okay, all right, I understand, for the new people, all right, let's do that. But, J.J. Abrams, well, BB-8, he has a new friend. BB-8 has a new friend now. And what the fuck? This shows right here what I'm about to say. This shows right here the creativity, the lacking creativity of Lucasfilm, the lacking ingenuity, the lacking creativity, and the lacking imagination of all these people on that designed and created Episode 9 at least, and a lot of other stuff too, but at least the Mandalorian looked pretty fucking badass. It reminded me of now that's my Star Wars from what I've seen. Haven't seen a lot, but from what I've seen, that's my Star Wars. That's my Star Wars. But this crap, I mean, come on, man. This freaks me. Oh my God. A megaphone. Okay, can you think about this, guys? Listen to how creative this is. How creative is this? Is a painted up megaphone on top of a Segway wheel. That's what we got. That's our new droid. That's BB-8's new little friend. A megaphone, I'll say it again, a miniature megaphone on top of a Segway wheel. A tricycle wheel. A megaphone on a tricycle wheel. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Oh, and then they're like, well, let's do some more fan service. And then at the end of the trailer, we got the Emperor. Oh, the Emperor's laughing. We got the Emperor. Roll it again. And you know what? I would be lying to you. That is one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite villains, if not my favorite villain. At least I'll tie him with Darth Vader. I love the Emperor. I love acting out the Emperor. If you want to see me be the Emperor, I've done it many times. I'll do it again. Makeup takes a long time, but I'm a pretty good Emperor. That's another one. You want me to do the Joker? Leave comments. You want me to do the Emperor? Leave comments. I'll do it for you. But I got to hear some comments. I got to hear some comments from my fans before I do it. And once I hear comments from you guys, I'll do it. Anyway, so yeah, man, I just couldn't believe the lack of inspiration, the lack of imagination in this film and what they've shown us, and we're supposed to buy it. I mean, you kind of did with the Rise of Skywalker title. I thought about it, but after I thought about it, I was like, oh, yeah, they're just trying to get my money. They're just trying to get me to open up my pocketbook. This is just a stupid lie. I mean, it wasn't very ambivalent. The other titles of all the other Star Wars were pretty ambivalent. I actually liked The Last Jedi as a title. I actually liked that. I was duped with that. I'm not going to be duped with this one, but The Rise of Skywalker. Why do you have to put Skywalker in the name? Is it because you didn't use the Skywalker character as much as you could have, and when you did, you shit all over him? That was not Luke Skywalker. Mark Hamill said so himself. It was Jake Skywalker. So I don't know what you talk about there. So why are you giving it to us now? You want to give it to us in a title? And then Kathleen Kennedy wants to get out and say, well, it's supposed to ask a question. It's not really supposed to answer anything. What? What? Are you kidding me? It's not supposed to describe anything about the movie. It's just, so what you're saying, Kathleen, is that you just put it there to get us into the theater? Haha, gotcha, suckers. Guess what, baby? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Well, you know what? Shame on me anyway, man. I saw this coming back in 2013, and I gave J.J. Abrams credit where credit was due in Episode 7, and, well, that got all undone when I saw The Last Jedi. So, now you want to just pick up the pieces and do lip service and do fan service and bring me Ian McDiarmid, and it was really exciting to see him. I wish I could have been there for that, man. I really would have got to meet the guy. That's really, really cool, but I know where this is going. And I think some of the people's interpretation of what's going to happen, I think they're right. I'm not going to tell you on here, but I think they're right. You can go over to other channels and watch that. I'm not going to get into that mess. I already know, and I pretty much made up my mind on that. And, like Doomcock says, that's another channel you should go check out. Go subscribe to that. But like Overlord Doomcock says, without respect, we reject. And this was just a bunch of garbage. I mean, the Death Star. Why you gotta keep putting Death Star? Can't you come up with something original? There's nothing original about this. There's nothing original in the trailer. Nothing. Nothing original. Nothing to get me excited about. No wow factor. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Again, Jeremy, thank you so much for the coverage. I know that you stepped outside of your comfort zone to do this, and we really appreciate you for getting out there and getting us the hard coverage to show us what is happening, to bring us to awareness of what's going on in our culture and our society right now and what needs to be done about it. It's got to change, y'all. And it's not about empowerment. It's not about female empowerment. It's not empowering. No, it's about self-empowerment. You have to find the power within yourself to empower yourself. And you do that from love. You do that from charity. You do that from your own creativity. You don't do that by pandering to people that have a different opinion than you do. You don't do that because there's something wrong with the politics. And politics, I don't get into politics. I don't get into government because when we want a certain way that government has to be, what we're doing is we're giving our own power away. Straight up. Jeremy, everyone has shown this. We have the power within ourselves. So I leave you with that. If you like what you heard, if you'd like to see more, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and hit the ding dong for more notifications. And as always, remember, give me a like too, and remember, it's not Mad Chad, it's Mad Chad. See you guys next time.